Throughout the last 2 millennia, humanity has faced periods of unimaginable peril. From devastating pandemics to existential threats, there have been moments where survival itself seemed uncertain. Let us journey through the most dangerous times to be alive in the past 2,000 years. Our first stop is the 14th century. Europe, Asia, and Africa gripped by the Black Death. The bubonic plague struck with ferocity, wiping out 30 to 60% of Europe's population in just a few years. Entire communities vanished, and death became a daily companion. With no understanding of germs or modern medicine, survival was often a matter of sheer luck. In this era, to live was to endure the constant shadow of death. Now, travel back further to the 5th century and witness the fall of the Western Roman Empire. As Rome crumbled, so did the systems that held society together. Invading tribes swept through cities, leaving destruction in their wake. Trade routes collapsed, famine spread, and Europe plunged into what we now call the Dark Ages. For millions, it was a time of fear and instability. The 13th century marked another deadly era, the Mongol conquests. Genghis Khan's empire stretched from Asia to Europe, but the cost of expansion was staggering. Cities were razed, populations annihilated, and an estimated 40 million people perished. Imagine living in a time where the world's most powerful army could appear on your doorstep and wipe out your entire community. The 17th century brought what historians call the general crisis. Climate anomalies, known as the Little Ice Age, caused crop failures and famine across the globe. Wars like the 30 Years' War ravaged Europe, and political upheavals shook societies to their core. The combination of war, famine, and disease made survival a relentless struggle. The 20th century brought unprecedented destruction. World War I introduced industrialized warfare, killing over 20 million. Just as the world began to recover, the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 claimed up to 100 million lives, more than the war itself. This era wasn't over. World War II followed, leaving 70 million dead, cities in ruins, and humanity scarred by the horrors of genocide and nuclear weapons. Even after the war's danger persisted. During the Cold War, the threat of nuclear annihilation loomed large. A single misstep during crises like the Cuban Missile Crisis could have ended life as we know it. For decades, humanity lived on the brink of extinction. And now, the modern era. Climate change threatens the planet's ecosystems and billions of lives. Technological advances in artificial intelligence and biotechnology hold promise but also risk. Pandemics like COVID-19 remind us of our vulnerabilities in an interconnected world. Our time may not be the bloodiest, but the stakes have never been higher. History teaches us that humanity is resilient. We have faced plagues, wars, and disasters, yet we endure. The past reminds us of the dangers we've overcome and the strength we possess to face the challenges ahead. The question now is, what will we do to ensure the future is safer than the past? Remember the lessons of history. Build a better tomorrow.